Chef Buff Army, we're going to learn the deadlift today. Everything you need to know about the deadlift in order to perform it correctly. Because when done correctly, the deadlift could be one of the best things you can do to improve your posture and help fix back issues. It pretty much trains every single muscle and is, in my opinion, the best indicator of overall strength. However, if you're like the vast majority of guys that don't take the time to learn the deadlift, it can actually be bad for your body. Today, I'm going to save you all that trouble. I put together a nice comprehensive video on how to deadlift. These are the exact same principles I use at a body weight of 180 pounds to deadlift 520 pounds. Motherfucker! Yeah! Up! Go! Good? It's good. Yeah, man. Beautiful. There you go. Let's learn about the deadlift. You're teaching people how to deadlift? You're trying to teach people how to kill themselves. Yo, bro, from an ethnical perspective, I can't be in this video. I'm sorry, bro. Their blood's on your hands. Yeah, boy. We're gonna learn my favorite exercise. You're gonna learn something today. The deadlift. This is the correct form. Let's just shut the fuck up and look at the form for a second. So there's a couple things I'm going to note. 1, awesome bandana. 2, rocking the Batman. All right, now it's time to get in the form. So I'm doing a couple very intelligent things. That's the correct form. I break it down in slow motion right here for you so you can see everything. First tip, always keep your back straight, never allow it to round. So you get that back arch, it's called. Essentially, keep your chest puffed up. Okay, keep the bar close to your body always. You want it to travel the shortest distance. That's a straight line. Never bend your arms. Always keep them straight. A great tip is to lock out your triceps. 4, very important, drive in with the hips. As you stand up, thrust the hips, bam, in. Lock out with your butt and abs. Finally, what should your starting position be? Well, shins at the bar. Now watch here. Bend the knees, this is a great tip, on descent when the bar reaches near the knee. In other words, watch, this is your first step. Learn to use just your hips. Look, I'm sticking my butt out, sticking it in, sticking it out, thrusting it in. The bar is as close to my body as possible. You do this first, and then after you do that, watch, then you bend the knees. On the way down, you bend the knees once again when you reach around your knees. You'll feel that tightness as you push back in your hamstrings, then start to drop the knees. So keep the bar as close to your body as possible. As you lower it, keep pushing out the hips. So watch, this is a sideways view. If we talk about the hip height, how low or high should your hips be? It really depends on a couple key factors. Your height, limb length, tightness, let's say tight hamstrings, ankles, and your personal preference. If we rate my hip height right here, me looking at it, compared to average, I'm, a little over 5'9". I'd say maybe it's slightly higher than normal. This is my preference. What would a taller lifter do? Well, a taller lifter would start with a lower hip angle. So about, let's say, a 45-degree back angle. This is someone maybe 6'2" I'm demonstrating. This would not be ideal for me, but for someone else. It's really up to personal preference. Now, I'm just going to give you a couple different angles because I really want you to see everything going on. There's about, honestly, if you analyze the deadlift, I could give you 100 points of things to watch out for. I'm trying to give you the big basics. Back straight, chest up, make sure your arms are straight, thrust in with the hips as you stand up. The best tip right now I could probably give with the front view is keep the bar in a straight line, meaning keep it close to your body as it comes up. It travels actually in a straight line as you thrust the hips in and push them right back out. Bend the knees on the way down when the bar is around your knees. And don't overthink it. Where should you feel the deadlift? This depends upon yourself. But in general, it should be in the legs, the lower back, and then in the core, the lockout. Quickly, I want to go over some bad form, how to fix it. This is the biggest mistake, rounding that back. You're going to injure yourself doing this. If your back is rounded, you're not doing it right. Here's how you fix it. You're going to keep the chest up instead. So as you can tell, my thoracic area, it's completely rounded. My lower lumbar is bad. So the fix right here, if I'm rounded like so, watch, I puff up my chest, I straighten the back, I stick out my butt, and it's straight now. Keep that form. You'll have to probably do this for a little bit until you figure it out. Now this is just shit form all around. Bent arms, here are things you want to avoid. Bent arms, rounded back, not locking out. So if you look, my butt's not being squeezed, okay? And the bar is too far forward, just looks bad. Now let's take a look at the deadlift done right. This is how I want you guys to do it. This
is how I do, all my heavy deadlifts that I do. It has served me well. When you do this properly, you're deadlifting correctly. When the back is straight and everything feels right. You do this, Daniel's son, and you'll lift some serious weight on the deadlift and pack on serious size. Guys, until next time, deadlift.
This video was a great overview on how to deadlift and how to learn it properly. My number one advice I'd give all my subscribers is to first off with an exceptionally light weight. Master the technique. Make sure you're feeling it in the right areas. Make sure you're locking out properly with your core and your glutes. Now you've learned the king of all exercises, and that's all I have to say. Make sure to like, share with friends, and subscribe. Peace from the East. I'll be seeing you in the next video.